I'm Rick Trainor, Principal of King's College London, and it's my great pleasure to have the chance to thank the Foreign Secretary for his remarks this afternoon. He's entertained us, starting off with a unique perspective on the mortality of the late 18th century peerage as it extended judgment on Warren Hastings, and also with references to his own honeymoon. But he's also instructed us in UK foreign policy and how it relates to a whole series of major global issues and how they in turn impact on India and therefore on the business of the King's India Institute. This is no surprise, but it's certainly a great pleasure for us at King's to have Mr. Hague give voice again to themes that he has made one of the distinctive aspects of his foreign secretaryship, because he has returned again and again to themes of globalization. And in doing so, of course, he's made reference to a very large number of countries, but he's given some particular emphasis to India, as he has this afternoon. He's put it in the broader context, of course, of other emerging nations, such as Brazil. And again, very relevant to our efforts here, he's emphasized the importance of higher education, and in particular of students from other emerging countries, including, and very much including India, coming to the UK as a formative aspect and an important influence on the relations between the two countries. So the second aspect of my thanks is our gratitude for his very helpful elucidation of UK foreign policy and how it impacts on India and on many other themes, including higher education. But thirdly, I'd like to thank him for his strong and explicit encouragement of the India Institute at King's College London. As Lord Douro and Professor Kilnani have indicated, this is a really important initiative for King's. Someone has calculated that something like 10% of all our students are of Indian descent, a combination, of course, of students from India who are studying here and British students of Indian extraction. So for that reason alone, an Indian institute is a very important thing for us to undertake. But of course, we're very conscious as part of our more general internationalization strategy of the importance of India in all the respects which have been mentioned by all three of our speakers this afternoon. And it's very good to know that in addition to the strong academic logic of pursuing postgraduate study and research related to India, that it also resonates so much with the foreign policy priorities of the country. So we look forward very much to continuing the very strong start that Professor Kilnani and his colleagues have made on the India Institute. We look forward to continuing our collaboration, indeed, with the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, which includes things like language training, and also the fact that, and not controversially, I hope, we are the recipients of the Historical Library of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, to which we've given what I hope is a very good home in our law library in Chancery Lane. And I think it's also relevant that we have a developing network of global institutes here, including institutes on China and Brazil, as well as India, institute on North America, and shortly institutes on Russia and Africa and South America as well. So, Foreign Secretary, we are in all three respects very indebted to you this afternoon. We couldn't have had a stronger or a more authoritative send-off for the inauguration of our India Institute than you've given us. So I think we're going to move forward, accelerate our efforts. I'm not sure we can really accelerate what Professor Kilnani has been doing, but if it's possible, your speech will inspire us to do so. And we're very grateful indeed to you for sparing the time for what is self-evidently a very busy schedule to come and help us this afternoon. Now, just before we release the Foreign Secretary for his other duties, I'd like to thank everyone for attending this occasion. This is a very distinguished audience gathered here, as the Foreign Secretary said very appropriately, on India's Republic Day. It would be invidious in such a gathering to single out anyone, but we are very grateful indeed for the support that you've shown us here this afternoon. We will be having a reception, and we hope that the members of the audience will stay for that, here at the back of the Great Hall and out in the foyer beyond. And I'd like to repeat the encouragement that Professor Lonani gave to everyone in the course of the rest of the afternoon to visit the recently opened India Institute offices, which are on this floor of this building all the way out. But I return to my main theme, which is to say how very glad we are that we have started an India Institute here. How very grateful we are for all the support that we've had from Gautam and Stephanie Thapar and many other people besides. And above all, Foreign Secretary, to thank you again, not just for coming, but for giving us such a strong and expert endorsement of what we're doing. Thank you very much.